Here are the odds to win the NFC and the NFL this season, powered by FanDuel. The Philadelphia Eagles, who lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, favorites at plus 330 over the 49ers. The Cowboys, the third choice. And then the fourth choice, Danny Campbell's Detroit Lions. Wow! Good guy, that Mike Garafolo. That's right. As far as we're concerned, it's never too early to talk NFL because we love an excuse to chat with our good friend Mike Garafolo from the NFL Network. And Mike, we're going to split this into conferences. We're going to begin with the NFC because we just talked about the odds to win the NFC. Saquon Barkley had a bit of a breakout season last year. Mike was so sensational, but his status for week 1 could be in jeopardy if he doesn't reach a deal with the Giants before Monday at 4 p.m. Mike, what's going on? Why haven't they locked him down already?
Like any franchise tag player, it usually comes right down to the deadline as to whether or not they're going to do a long-term deal or not. And that is the deadline on Monday. If they don't do a long-term deal, he has two options. Play on the franchise tag, which is around $10 million, or potentially sit out into the season and start to miss game checks. And we know Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers took that to the extreme a couple of years ago. That didn't work out for him. But I still hold some confidence here that Saquon Barkley and the Giants are going to reach a long-term deal by Monday's deadline at 4 p.m. Eastern. Barkley did just add a new agent to the mix. Not really a new agent, it's his marketing agent, but he is now going to be a part of the negotiations as we come down the stretch here. So it's a new voice and a fresh start for somebody doing the actual negotiating. He has been certainly made aware of everything that's gone on all along because he is close to Barkley and, like I said, does his marketing deals. But that's Ed Berry from CAA. So now he's the one driving the bus in the Saquon Barkley camp here. We'll see if Joe Shane, the general manager of the Giants, and his contract negotiators can get to an agreement on a deal that includes upwards of $20+ million guaranteed. That's what Barkley wants here. He doesn't want a Christian McCaffrey top of the market, $16 million per year. It's going to be around $13-14 per year. It's just got to be the right structure for Barkley to agree to it. I still think something could happen, Jay.
Okay, let's head west. Brock Purdy injured his elbow in that NFC Championship game, lost to the Eagles. He had surgery to repair a torn UCL back in March. Now, he was given a 6-month recovery timeline. Mike, I'm no math wizard, but March, April, May, June, July, August. Seems like he might be ready for the start of the season. Am I right?
From the time of the surgery, which was delayed, by the way, it was supposed to happen a couple of weeks before it actually did, we knew this was going to be right up against the start of the regular season. And so for me, this is an actual training camp storyline. We talk about storylines to watch in training camp. We're going to be watching to see how much throwing Brock Purdy is doing, whether he is involved in full team practices or whether Trey Lance or Sam Darnold are taking the reps with the number ones and how far into camp. Because as soon as Purdy gets the all clear, he will be the number one quarterback. The Niners have made that clear. But does he play in the preseason? And matter of fact, I talked to somebody the other day involved in the situation who said, you know what, even if he is fully cleared, why play him in the preseason? You don't have to. This is a guy who showed that he could come in the middle of the season last year and play well without having reps for a couple of months, not since the preseason last year. So let's see how it goes with Brock Purdy. There is confidence. He's throwing with a throwing coach and a surgeon watching him right now, supposedly all going well. But again, this is going to be right up against the start of the regular season.
Mike, let's move to the NFC North. It is the end of an era. Aaron Rodgers is gone. He's off to the AFC. And now Jordan Love, the Jordan Love era, will begin in Green Bay. How different will this Green Bay offense look next season?
Well, the Packers hope it's more efficient, maybe run more on schedule. Remember, Rodgers had a lot of control there. You'd see him up at the line of scrimmage signaling the guys, and then when things didn't happen the right way, certainly upset, maybe wanted something done a certain way, and the receiver didn't run the right route or whatever. And we're seeing that now with the Jets when he's at practices trying to school guys on how he wants certain things done. Now, Jordan Love has started to take more ownership of things as he has had more time practicing. But the hope is it looks like that game against the Eagles last year where he came in when Rodgers got hurt and everything was on time and everything was run efficiently and he was able to process things a lot more quickly than we had seen from Jordan Love in the past. So that game in and of itself was a big reason why the Packers felt confident moving on from Rodgers right now. In fact, I talked to a Packers source a couple of months ago before everything really all went down with Rodgers, who said we weren't quite sure that we had ourselves a really good quarterback in Aaron Rodgers when we said goodbye to Brett Favre. We felt pretty good about it. We're not quite sure that we've got a really good quarterback in Jordan Love right now, but we feel really good about it. So let's see if that faith is rewarded for the Green Bay Packers.
Well, in the South, the New Orleans Saints felt really good about Derek Carr. So good, they awarded him $150 million over 4 years to lead this team. My question for you, Mike, is what are the expectations for Carr and the Saints going into the season? Do they feel that they're like a Super Bowl contender?
They do. And part of the reason that Derek Carr went to the Saints is because he looked at that NFC South and said, this is a division resetting at the quarterback position and really across the roster. This is an easier path to the postseason than some other options, even with the New York Jets. Remember, he was in the mix for that Jets job when he decided to go with the Saints. So this is a really talented roster, which is something he also looked at. And it's a team that felt like if we get the right quarterback in here, we've got the talent, we've got the coaching. I think Dennis Allen doesn't get enough credit for the head coach that he is going to be. He had a tough situation with the Raiders when he was first the head coach and a little bit awkward last year. Well, now everything has finally fully come together for Allen, and so far the early returns are great as far as the relationship with Derek Carr and his teammates. And there go the lights. You know, the lights are going to come on for the New Orleans Saints, and they're going to come on for Derek Carr, and they're going to come on in the Superdome. It's a metaphor, Jay.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. They're shining down on you, buddy, and you look fantastic. What a great start to our season. This is amazing, Mike. And by the way, Mike's going to be back on the Sunday night. That's terrific. Officer, I'll be with you in one moment. I swear I was only 10 miles over the limit. Sunday night or Monday morning, depending on when you watch our show to start the week, Mike will be back with a look at the AFC. He'll probably be wearing these glasses, and we will for sure be wearing these same clothes.
You just keep it under the speed limit, my friend.